attraction of young African American athletes. Why hasn't Tom Brady been subjected to the same thing? I'd like to know the answer to that question, Max.
Two words, I think, primarily. Deflategate. I think that has acted as an unwitting and even an unintended consequence of Deflategate. Is that has been what's been foremost on everyone's mind about Tom Brady, and so he's escaped the kind of questions that he got about Trump very recently. But yes, he's gotten a pass from that. And also, as the campaigns have gone on, more behavior has been seen from both candidates, and people make judgments about that. And if you say outlandish things, and things from your past start to come to light, then previous support for a certain candidate will result in questions asked. Now, I'm sympathetic to those who say, look, I have a personal loyalty to someone that in my own worldview supersedes other information I know about them. And that's the way we're wired as human beings, by the way. I think in terms of our interpersonal relationships, we value them more and make more of our judgments about people based on our interactions with them than kind of just the abstract knowledge of other stuff about them. So I am kind of sympathetic to that view. But regarding what you said earlier, I don't feel that way, that people should stay out of it because in this election, because it's political, and in the past it would have been okay. In fact, I think more than ever now, I disagree with editorial policies in the media that say there has to be a veneer of, or not a veneer, actual kind of false equivalencies with candidates because there's neutrality. We have to stay neutral. Even if information comes out about which most reasonable people would have very strong judgments. The fact that the media is bending over backwards to attempt to remain so neutral, I think is a damaging thing. Nevertheless, I will respect that policy here right now and limit this just to Tom Brady. If you lend your considerable celebrity to someone's cause, whether for personal reasons because you know them or political, a feeling that you're right-minded politically, then you should expect questions about that allegiance when behavior comes out from that candidate, when there are reports about that candidate's past and audio existing, that maybe it's a person that you shouldn't be supporting. You should answer those questions.
You should answer those questions, but more importantly, to our point about the purposes of this debate, you should be bombarded with that.
Well, it just started. I'm not joking.
What I'm saying is, he needs to be bombarded because here's the deal: if this were LeBron James or anybody else, if this was one of these marquee black athletes, it don't even have to be a political figure, man. And you know, they folks, it's about guilt by association. That's how they try to come at you. Well, how could, like for example, that's hypothetically speaking, based on what happened this weekend, and what Donald Trump had to explain during the debates. Let's just do that for a second. If it was a guy, if it was one of these athletes, particularly one of these African American athletes, they would have went like this. Is that the kind of stuff that y'all talked about when y'all were together? How do you feel about that? Why is that your friend? I mean, how come you haven't condemned him?
This is the first time they had access to
Keep
Brady.
in mind one thing, they had that loophole, remember, so media couldn't talk to him
Right.
prior to
The first time they had access, they asked him.
Ladies, listen up.
Ladies.
Him, lady. Here's what I'm saying. When you talk about that, I'm not saying this weekend per se. This election has been going on for months, and there have been quite a few things that at least some folks have had a problem with when it comes to one particular
Haven't had access to Brady.
Wait a minute,
They just got access to him.
You had access to him this summer. There were plenty of times you had opportunities to ask this man questions. All I'm saying is this: again, I'm not knocking Tom Brady. I'm not knocking. I'm knocking the media from the perspective of you need to bombard him with questions because if this were a black athlete, it doesn't even have to be a political candidate. It could be a friend. And you would have been all over it. Is that the kind of people you associate with? Is that
What I'm saying to you is whether or not, and I do think that race, it's impossible to know how much race plays in, but I always assume, based on the history of our country, that it plays some role. In fact, look at this election and how it breaks down along racial lines, including in NFL locker rooms, by the way, maybe especially in NFL
Well,
locker
in this
rooms.
particular
The numbers are shocking, but what I'm telling you is they haven't. The press hasn't had access to Brady. They have it now. And my prediction is he will be bombarded to the point where the NFL and the Patriots are going to have to do something.
correct me if I'm wrong. Was there access to Brady?